2. It's a podcast from Steam, powered giraffe. It's the Bennettarium. Whoa, we couldn't live stream today, but that's okay. We're recording it locally on the Bennettarium. Oh boy, it's the Bennettarium. And it's starting right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. One more. Welcome to the Bennettarium.
My name's David Michael Bennett. I play the Spine in the band Steam Powered Giraffe.
My name is Isabella Bunny Bennett, and I play Electric Boogaloo in Steam Powered Giraffe.
My name is Bryan David Michael Bennett, and I also... My name is Bryan David Barberin, and I play Zero in the band.
Let's cut right to the chase.
Oh.
Last time we did a Bennettarium, we had not gone to the UK, and we had not gone to Texas.
We went to the UK.
We haven't been to Texas yet. Yeah, now, but we're going to Texas.
I
in
meant
the future.
New York.
New York. Yeah.
Okay, so we went to the UK. It was a long weekend, but we had fun.
We had
great
pies.
turnout.
We had cheese pies.
Yeah.
So many pies.
I had 2 cheese pies and maybe too many cheese pies.
I had 2 cheese pies as well.
And we want to take a vote. The worst part of traveling to the UK is the travel. It's 28 hours
Oh
of
my!
travel.
It was so much travel. It took us 2 days. We lost 2 days of our lives. I'm gonna die 2 days sooner because of the UK.
Crossing that mountain on the back of British pack mules was very uncomfortable.
How come everything you do there is like the Lord of the Rings?
They have a lot of mountains in the United Kingdom.
So it was fun, but we do have more shows coming up.
We decided we took a vote. We were like, hey, we should do more shows
for the year.
You know, these last 2 that
They
we
were
just
pretty
got
good.
back from.
Let's do some more.
We're not gonna call it quits right now.
The UK and the New York, that was supposed to be our closer for this band.
New York was awesome though.
That was it. We were just supposed to be. Yeah, and the first time at New York.
We played on the Hudson. I mean, there was the Hudson River right there. There was like
you had barbecue.
There was like dead body. Yeah, I think it was the dead body from like a mafia dude just like floating down. And like, let's cook it up.
Was it Cementi with his?
Of course it was cement. He had cement boots on. That's how you kill people in New York.
You ate his feet first.
Yeah, it was delicious.
Okay.
It was the most preserved.
New York
You
was
heard it here
fun.
first.
We were in an old theater. There was literally like a top hat compartment under the chair,
It was
and a
it
lady
was a
shawl.
holder. I believe it was. They said it
Yeah,
was
holder.
a top
Top
hat.
hat holder.
It
And
wasn't
a
just
shawl holder
yeah,
as well.
a shawl.
A shawl.
Shawl.
Please hold my shawl.
Charles!
Shawl.
It was also
Shawl,
very
come here.
hot.
Wait, is that Walking Dead?
Shawl.
I'm gonna need you to come up with a different reference because
I've
never seen
You haven't seen
Walking
Walking
Dead.
Dead?
I've seen the first episode.
I've seen
Watch
season 1.
the
Season
first-
one.
I've seen season 1.
The first 2
One
seasons.
Season 1 was pretty good.
I've seen season 1.
Yeah, I've
One episode.
I've seen more.
Season
I've
1
seen
and
1.
2
I've
are
seen
real-
all of the
Yeah,
episodes.
but what I'm trying to
of
say is
season
I've
1.
seen 1.
All right, look.
All right,
After
got it.
John Barathol dies, there's no point in watching.
Who's
any-
John
Well,
Barathol?
He's the Punisher. After the Punisher's dead, there's
Wait, he's in there?
Yeah,
He
he's
dies?
Shane. He's the best. He dies. And
He's
then,
in The Punisher?
And then the show is the worst.
Oh,
and he comes
gosh.
back as the Punisher because he died. They killed him, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna punish."
Wait, was he the
world."
one that they locked on the top of the roof in the first episode?
No. That's Yondu. No, he's Yondu. Yondu
What?
is
Well, I need to rewatch
You
season
don't
1.
know nothing. Yondu is in The Walking Dead. He's a huge part of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys.
What's his name?
Yondu.
Curly Bill? No, he's Curly Bill in Tombstone. So I
Guys,
call him.
I think we're getting a little off track.
Yeah.
What are our next shows?
Texas.
Turn into the guy with the calendar.
I'm going back to Texas.
We're going to
Hooray,
Corpus Christi.
hooray.
Corpus
next
Christi, that's the hot
Saturday.
destination.
That's September something or other.
I mean,
20
it's
something.
literally going to be a hot destination. Texas is mainly desert.
You know, that's for the Convention Realms Con, and they're doing it at a different hotel this year, so that'll be interesting.
Oh, cool.
We haven't been there in 2 years.
I haven't been there at all. So
It was a cool convention last time. I'm hopeful the new venues. Cool. I don't know.
So that's that, and that is our last show for the year, other than our Bakersfield show.
yeah. Oh, Christmas. Yeah.
It's our-
Tour season's over almost.
and then we'll be working on secret projects.
Like Spider-Man secret suit, a secret war suit. It is.
Do you want to get this out of the way? Should we just put a pin in the Steam
Look,
Power
well,
Draft
look,
stuff?
I brought this for Camille.
What brought what? What
I
about
brought-
the listeners at home can't see what
I
you're
brought
holding up?
this PS4 hard copy of Marvel's Spider-Man for Camille Peniak to borrow.
But wouldn't you say physical media is dead?
One might say that until I bought this, and now everyone's like, "Oh, I gotta have a physical copy of that game as well." And it came back with a vengeance.
I don't think I'm saying that.
I think it's happening right now as we speak. Everyone's like, "Physical copies? I'm gonna buy a CD." I bought a CD the other day.
Do you not have enough stuff in your house?
No,
Do you
I need
more things.
I need to hoard more. If I have too much space, I've got too much time.
I can get you some coasters.
I mean, I do have a coaster collection.
Do you want to hang some
from all
posters?
the coasters.
What are you into? You like the Harry Potter films?
Look,
Like
I have nothing on my walls.
My Little Pony movie?
I don't like hanging things.
I don't like hanging anything on my
Yeah,
wall.
it's the worst. But then I feel like when people come to my house, they're like, so look at that white wall. And I'm like, well, you hang something there.
It's less.
If you want something.
It's less stressful.
It sounds like you guys would make good roommates.
Oh, hey, you want to move in?
Yeah, I
to
don't
my
know.
place?
I want the band to survive. So not that you're a bad roommate.
No,
but,
but
oh my
you don't
gosh.
wanna
you live together. You just
yeah.
hate everybody.
The hurt in Brian's eyes is real. It's just.
It's
How
okay.
could you say such things?
It's just makes sense.
No, yeah. I mean, we
That's all I
want to
cry.
see as less of each other
We
as
already,
possible.
yeah, we have to see each other all the time.
It's not that we hate each other. It's just.
No, but I would make you breakfast every morning, and be your best friend, and I'd be a good listener. So I mean, no, it's fine that you don't want to be roommates, but
Big spoon, little spoon.
big spoon always. I'm always big spoon.
All right, but
except for on
I
Sundays.
think it's more entertaining for our audience to imagine.
Me as little spoon. Just we'll cuddle up here.
You don't like cuddling?
I know. It's so hot. It's so hot. But I am
Wait,
very
why do you know this?
I don't know.
big spoon.
Somehow it came up.
It did. 'Cause I was like, I can't. Sometimes when I'm in relationships, I'm like, this is not going to work because it's summertime and it's hot, and you can't stay over. You can't stay over because it's too hot. So it's not going to work.
So David, can we talk about our new patron service?
Yes.
Because I think that's a big thing.
It's actually we've had
Today.
it since last year sometime, but it's been on the down low and there hasn't been any content on it. But Steam Power Draft actually has a Patreon. We haven't officially launched it or announced it, but it's live and we're still working on all the tiers and the pledges and all those benefits. But we have the base content that's on our engineer tier site, which
Cool.
is the site that people is basically Patreon that we started in 2012.
so I mean,
So Patreon, if you want to give us money
No,
for
no, no, I
starting your
mean,
company,
Patreon.
you're welcome.
Patreon wasn't an original idea. It was just the one that started
I'm
off.
just
We-
kidding.
I think we started with a website called patronism.com.
Yeah, which
and
is
then
the
we
same
moved to
Pet
StubHub, and then we moved SubHub, and then we moved to our own website because we're like none of these other places.
Then you went to
are good.
patronizing.com where you
Yeah.
pay them and they just patronize you for a bit.
so is Patreon
No.
stuck? And I think we're still going to support the engineer tier website, our previous one.
I mean, to be fair, even when these live streams do work and my internet connection's not crapping out, they both share the same web page, so it
but
works
it's
out
not
nicely.
I hope I'm not in the wrong for doing this, but to encourage people to use the Patreon, I think it's more convenient.
It's just when you try to explain engineer a tier to someone, no one knows what it is. But,
Yeah.
But now in society, people know what a Patreon is just when you see
Yeah,
hear the
yeah,
words.
right.
You don't have to explain you give the people, you support the thing you
So
want,
give
so they
the
make the
people
art.
what
So
they
for the foreseeable future, we're going to
want.
support the engineer tier site, but our focus will be on Patreon. Not that you're going to be
You
missing
can,
out on.
You can still find the link in our
Yeah.
link section. It won't be as prominent because we're not trying to confuse people. And to be fair, we've gotten requests for years like, "Oh, I'll support you if you have a Patreon." I'm like, "Well, our engineer tier
Yeah,
site's
so
up, but we got to change with the times."
True.
You'll get like a few more things on Patreon, I think, but I
Yeah,
don't-
because right now the engineer tier site's $4 or $4.50 a month, maybe a little less at the most that you can give us, unless you do I don't know.
Patreon's more
yeah.
flexible. There's a lot more options. It's probably going to work with a lot more people's budgets. So yeah, if you want to take the move over, go ahead and do that.
The engineer tier site's actually the cheaper option.
Oh.
So Patreon, it starts at $5. So what Bunny just said was wrong, but you said it'll fit with your budget, which
What? I mean, I'm just
With
saying.
with the more pricey budget
No,
that they
but-
have.
Yeah,
to
pricey
spend.
budget.
No,
Yeah,
it's slightly different. How the payment works could fit your budget better than how
for
we
sure.
do it
Yeah.
on
Well,
the
some
engineer
people
tier program.
some people are support multiple patrons, so,
So
it's
what
more
Bunny
convenient for
said
them.
wasn't completely wrong.
Oh.
Well, we'll agree to disagree.
I would much
we'll
prefer to
agree
do
to cut
Patreon.
that right out and, and
right.
say that the argument
All
was
right, I guess you have to cut it out.
Okay, so, and then I'll just say
you guys are terrible.
and then this will be
Cut
this
that
will-
out?
This
Yeah,
will
you
be the
hear
part.
that? You hear
This will be
David?
the part
You're
that we cut to.
terrible.
We'll cut to this. Well, I guess Bunny's. Wait, you're absolutely right, Bunny. That's what you just said was correct.
That's
And then we'll cut to this. You're absolutely wrong, David. You're both wrong.
Oh, well.
And I don't know what I'm talking about. So
all right. So back to Spider-Man.
yeah, back to Spider-Man. Thank you very much. And
Spider-Man.
Camille not being here to get.
Did you send her a text?
No, I should though. Shouldn't
Yeah,
I?
do it right
So you
now.
brought
Make her
this to
feel
give it to
bad?
Camille.
I'm gonna take a picture of it too.
If you
She's
want,
gonna
you can
feel so
leave it
bad.
with me.
You don't want a physical copy of it. I went and beat this 100% last night so that I could give it to Camille in good conscience because they don't have a New Game Plus on this for some awful reason. I feel like
they're coming out.
coming out with it, but I don't want to come out with it. Just give it to me right now. After I beat the game, I want to play it again, but in a new costume.
So I'm gonna take a picture. I'm gonna take a picture of
Picture
you
of me
taking
taking a picture.
I think.
And
That's,
I am also gonna sneakily take a picture of you taking a picture of me. Because right there, now I'm taking a picture of you, and you're taking a picture of me, and then I'm taking a picture of Spider-Man.
So let's delve into this. This Spider-Man game's real hot.
Oh, it's so
these
hot
days.
right now.
It's so
It's hot.
rocket hot.
You
I
know,
have not played it.
When I went to go get this physical copy, there was a line around the corner, so I went to the other one, and there was nobody there. And I was
were
like,
they all dressed in Spider-Man?
no, but like everyone had like some guy had their entire Xbox and their entire collection of games, which was enormous collection of games, and he's like, I'd have one Spider-Man. Like, I was like, what? You said like it was like I couldn't believe how many people were like. I mean, it's a good game, but it's Spider-Man. You know, it's like
That's unfortunate.
you've played it before. It's just way better storyline and like way smoother.
It's a hot game. It's rocket hot these days. And lots of people are unlocking costumes,
Yeah.
enjoying the story, really just having a fun time. Spider-Man.
The story is the best Spider-Man story
Yeah.
that has ever been visually
I
But
haven't
hey,
told.
played it.
there'll be a little bit of spoilers here.
Have you guys beaten it?
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
And let's just cut
Well,
to the
I
chase.
I haven't beaten it.
That
so
one-
please be considerate.
I won't.
I
We
don't
don't
own
have
the
those-
game yet.
Just a couple.
That one scene where I thought they went a little far, when Peter Parker open mouth kissed Aunt May.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Is like I like the
Whoa, guys,
direction they're
spoilers.
going in. I like the direction they're going in. I'm sorry, but Spider-Man,
Yeah.
that tension has been there for
Guys.
so long. You know what I'm saying? And you might as well address it. Let's address it,
Guys, I wanna
Let's-
enjoy the game
Can we?
too.
Can
Okay,
we undress it?
Okay,
and
here's
then
the thing.
undress
I
it?
get it.
Can we
I get
please?
why it's a tender moment.
Yeah.
However, she had just cut her mouth
Yeah.
on a peach pit.
Yeah.
And now, I know what they were going with. They're like, oh, they need to transfer the saliva with the blood. So now we have Spider-Man.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it's just it's
and-
going a little.
and-
They have this. They're just getting a little.
Yeah, but
crazy.
it was, but come
Peach
on.
Pit Mouth.
A little
It was-
liberty
was in here. I remember that from the comics.
But the music behind it, when he just comes down from it and just does the classic Mary Jane just upside down, and I mean,
so is that where you unlock they tease the alternate costume? For
yeah, the
Spider-Man,
the Spider-Man dominatrix costume.
the Peach Pit Spider.
Oh yeah.
Hey, laugh all you want, but I mean, you see they have the selfie mode in the game. Like that's the only costume you see in all those selfies.
Well, of
in
course,
Spider-Man.
because it's the best costume by far.
Can you play as Aunt May?
No,
Can
we're
you-
hoping that I think it's going to be in one of the DLCs.
Where you can
Yeah,
just
I'm really
walk around and cook Peter dinner.
I'm really hoping that we do the at May download content where she goes to the grocery store and picks out the correct fruit and vegetables and smart options, and maybe she gets some deals or something like that. Like I'm pretty sure everybody wants some of that because when you hear you're gonna play as Mary Jane, you get very excited. You be swinging around as Mary Jane, but no, you just she just goes to the store and that's pretty much it. That's how you're Mary Jane.
You actually to beat the game, to beat that part of the game, that download content, you actually have to try to see Spider-Man, but it's really hard. But you have to
She
go about
doesn't
your
have good
business and
eyes.
hope that you look
She doesn't have good
in the
eyes.
sky that he's
I
swinging.
mean, is it a loading screen? Is it a level? I'm not sure, but you have to sit through them. You have to sit through like 5 of them.
I mean, everyone loves it, so I mean that's why I'm playing it. Is
Yeah.
because it's peer pressure. But you know what? I will give the game this. That cameo by Miles.
Yeah.
Now I'm not talking.
Wait.
Now
Miles
you might be
Davis.
a little confused, but you are correct in thinking that I am talking of Miles' Tails Prower from Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh wow.
the two-tailed fox.
Oh.
that was a great cameo.
Well, here's the thing.
And he's hot. He's African American.
Yeah.
And he's Latino.
Yeah.
And he's homosexual.
Whoa.
That's
And he can fly, which is pretty convenient.
And when you actually get to
Who,
latch
Damn.
onto him with your hands and it's
who
that
made
helicopter thing.
Who made Spider-Man? Who's this game made by?
I believe Spider-Man game was created by Stan Lee. He's the creator of Spider-Man.
Right. So now he owns Tails, or was that a deal with Sega?
Well, that's a Disney deal. So Disney bought Sega, they bought Fox, so technically Knuckles is a Disney princess.
Oh yeah, Disney bought us, didn't they?
Yeah. we're next on the list. It's a very big list. But eventually, I mean, that's pretty much what they do. They're just gonna eat it all up like a big monster truck.
this game has all of it in there. There's something for everyone. I mean, if you love Sonic
about
the
me?
Hedgehog, there's in there.
No,
I mean,
no.
I mean,
There's nothing for you.
when I think of
Something
a
for
game that Bunny likes, I think of Solitaire, Reverse, Battleship.
Minesweeper.
You know, and there's nothing wrong with those games.
Guys, those are all really good Michael Bay movies, but you know I'm all about tails. When I was a kid, I didn't know he had 2 tails. I always thought
No, I swear, I also thought the same thing.
I thought he had 3 tails.
Okay, I didn't think that. I didn't think that. I thought that
Okay.
it was
All right.
supposed to be motion, like he was just
You
wagging
need-
his tail.
Oh
Wagging his tail.
yeah.
So think about a propeller. You need at least 3 blades. Most of the time 4.
No, actually, if you look at some aircraft, you'll see that there's, you have to 2 propellers.
Wait, but what?
I don't look at aircraft.
What does Knuckles do?
And
not gonna
sometimes
start
they don't
now.
need any if they're a jet.
So why does Tails
Wait,
have tails at all?
Wait, hold up. So Sonic the Hedgehog is supposed to be the fastest person. Why is Tails a helicopter? Why can't he be a jet?
Well, there was
It's
controversy
not
with
fast
this
at all. It's
because
just he just hovers around.
as you all know, that Miles Tails Prower is a fictional character in Sega's Sonic the Hedgehog, and the title character's best friend and sidekick. He's teamed up with Spider-Man for this game. That's kind of pushing the boundaries a little bit.
Now,
Well, that's why Sonic was such a good
you say he
choice
was
for the villain.
a fictional character, but I believe they actually got the actual Miles Tails for this game, and
Well, yeah.
we actually have him. He's a special guest today. So without any further ado, let's introduce Tails. Tails, the two-tailed fox.
welcome, Tails. Welcome.
Hey guys, it's really great to be here.
Now, Miles, can I call you Miles?
No, please don't do that. That's terrible. Oh, you can call me
Mr. Tails?
You can call me Sonic.
Now, I saw you in that cartoon where Sonic eats a lot of salty cheese dogs.
I'm not going to talk
What are
about
those
Sonic
called?
today.
Chili dogs?
I'm not here to talk about Sonic.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
doing my own thing these days.
Your voice is a little different than how I would I remember it from that TV show.
That was just a fictional character.
What
That's
happened
not
to your
actually me.
Okay.
What happened to your British accent?
Well, it's a little grating on the ears, so I decided to just train my voice to do this because people weren't really buying my
my normal voice, which sounds something like this.
Oh, that
It's
sounds more like the Tails I know.
People don't want to see this coming out of a little fox.
So Tails, a lot of people
Oh,
think.
so you are a fox. I know it's weird because we're humans. We don't really go around like,
Well, I
are
don't
you
wa-
human?
oh,
Are
I
you
don't want to
human?
be. What,
We're different species, so
A
it's
lot of
kind of
people
weird.
thought you were a red panda, so I understand the confusion.
But
so-
thank you for just
Fox.
laying it
Okay.
out
Yeah.
there. Like,
Good.
I'm just a human.
Yeah, I actually
We're all
don't know who you
humans.
guys are.
We're humans.
You guys paid me an exorbitant amount of money to be here. Are
Yeah.
you?
Part of the deal is to not talk about that money.
Yeah, you kind of
Oh, sorry.
you're kind of throwing us under the bus here.
I don't know who you guys are. You want to introduce? Like everyone knows who I am, but you guys. I see you were a white man with green eyes. And
All right, so let's get to the chase. So
Okay.
everybody's talking about Sonic. All right, everyone's talking about Sonic and how
yeah,
good
I
of a
didn't-
villain he is for this Spider-Man game.
Sonic, right
I-
now as a villain, rocket hot.
It's super hot. Well, the thing is, like, you feel it. You really feel his emotion in it, And I think that's the important thing to have in a villain: emotion.
they said we wouldn't be talking about Sonic. We were here to talk about me, and my name is now Sonic.
Well, we got you in the
that
hot.
name
We got you in the
changed.
hot seat now, and
It is a very hot.
those
seat.
leather straps don't come off easy.
I was wondering if I could get out just to reposition myself.
No, we
but
got a 30 minutes here
it's a
for
little,
you.
a little
No.
scalding on my butt.
You can have your glass of water, but that's pretty much all we need to give you.
All right.
I mean, if you
Rest
want
of
us to read the
interview.
contract again, we can. But
But we're not going to.
Well, anyway, since Sonic died, I thought I would take over as helming those games. So I renamed myself Sonic Miles Tail. I only have one tail now.
So what happened to your last name, Prower?
I got married.
To Sonic?
It was inevitable.
That's
Unfortunately,
that's
with
cool.
his passing.
But isn't his name Hedgehog? Isn't his last name Hedgehog?
No, it was Walterson.
That
But
isn't-
I didn't take it. I took my maiden name.
So
where does
okay,
Knuckles fit in all this?
I think we're getting a little off track.
All right.
How was it having your own game on Game Gear, Sega Game Gear?
Oh, it was amazing.
That was like the Game Boy Color before Game Boy got color.
Well, yeah, but it also took like 8 batteries. So like, how
Oh,
was
yeah.
it? How was it?
Oh, it died every
ruining the
day.
environment of that.
You know, I thought they
like
did.
that.
I thought they did a lot with that. Obviously, they're talking about Tales, which was my video game with the subtitle "Cooking Adventure on Mars," and I thought it was pretty progressive for the time.
But what about all those kids who were blinded by the Game Gear's blinding lights?
Well, they didn't sue because they were just children.
Don't you have any remorse?
No.
Any feelings?
Well, I didn't make the game.
Also, those early LCD displays. This is just a little bit of truth for our viewers out here who really like to delve into the tech crunch with their best bud David. If you want,
You should
wanna
have a
know
podcast
those
called
old-
Ted.
I'll get a
Tech Crunch.
podcast, but first we'll work on this podcast, and then maybe I'll think about crafting some pods.
Casting.
But those early LCD displays had horrible ghosting, so you might have thought it was a feature that Tails was just had a ghost around him all the time, but it was just because the technology wasn't good.
That was.
LCDs are super cheap
There was
and
the
higher
ghost.
quality now.
The ghost was meant to be there.
Well,
Is that why you thought they had two tails?
But I mean,
You had to unlock the ghost, and then the ghost would follow you around.
look, this timeline doesn't add up. Obviously, Tails came in with Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Now, I'm just saying that came out a lot earlier than Sega Game Gear. So next time you want to open your mouth, you better have the facts to back it up.
Learn your Sega knowledge, okay?
I'm just
Guys,
saying.
I don't know.
Are we a
Is
Sega Genesis podcast or are we
this-
not?
I mean,
Is this a domestic dispute?
look,
Well, it was nice having you, Tails, but I think this is going nowhere. And
right,
I hope you
well-
have a lovely.
Please don't call me again.
Okay.
Please don't call
worry.
me. I'm gonna go.
Don't call me late for dinner. Whoa!
oh, but I'm bunch.
That doesn't really work.
Do I
here,
just
but
take
whatever.
one of these gift baskets on my way
No,
out?
those aren't for you. Those are for us.
You can have your cup of water. You can leave.
I'm gonna take it.
You can have your cup
No.
of water. You can leave.
I'm taking your cup.
You have your cup of water. You can leave.
You gotta catch me.
Well, anyways,
Shit, it's got those tails.
thank you to our friend Miles. Well, he's not our friend, but Miles Tails Prower Hedgehog.
This
Sorry,
never happened.
I had to pee for a while. But I just coincidentally came out when. What?
You didn't want to meet him anyways.
He
He's
only
kind
has
of
one
a-
tail now. I didn't know.
he's
I didn't
kind
know
of an
that was
ass.
So,
that's what he did.
in short, Spider-Man's Rocket Hot, real fun game. You should go pick it up. Check it out. Don't get too turned on by some of those intimate scenes with Aunt May, though.
It's okay, you know.
In the new Spider-Man, she was a little younger, so maybe that would have worked. But here, it's just
They
a
went
regular.
back.
Yeah,
they went
yeah.
back old, really old. So
which
it
is
was a little
fine.
awkward.
Which is fine, but
But also, it sent a good message, because you're never too old.
Sounds like
to
a
get
great
love.
game. I'm gonna pick it up when it's free on PlayStation 4's Plus offerings.
In like 12 years.
Yeah.
Sure, okay. While we're on the subject of video games, we should talk about all those insane additions that they've been announcing for Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh my!
Now that is a rocking hot
God.
game. I can't wait to
What do you-
sink my
what'd you
teeth
say?
in. That's a rocking hot game.
Okay. That seems a little derivative of what I say, which is Rocket Hot. And are we a Sega Genesis podcast or not? And do I not have that catchphrase and say it all the time?
I mean,
No, wait.
First-
You're claiming ownership of a catchphrase.
Yes.
Rocket Hot. Is that's
Yes.
what you're sticking with?
I'm pretty sure I heard Bryan say it too.
Well,
I mean, I don't want to bring it up, but I
to
said
be
it right before the podcast.
To be fair, it sounds a little cooler coming out of his mouth.
well, let's try it again. Let's all. Can you say that again?
Actually, you go ahead. Go first.
So that Spider-Man game, Rocket Hot right now.
Oh man, that shit, Rocket Hot.
Oh yeah, that Spider-Man game. It's rocking hot. All right, I'll see myself
There's
out.
the door. Oh, there's actually something out there.
Whoa!
Oh, what do we got?
Presents, present time, present time,
All right,
present time.
welcome to the present zone.
All right, what do we?
Hello Fresh.
Oh,
This
you
is
gonna make us dinner right now?
You just have groceries delivered
So David's
during.
gonna go make us dinner, right? I'll take a lemon chicken scampi.
This is the worst podcast ever.
So
Red Dead Redemption. Now that's coming out to the Sega Genesis system apparently, and we have a myrid
did you
of features.
Did you pre-order it?
No,
Well, because you get a gun.
I'm sure you do.
Did you? If you get it first, you get a special gun.
I just don't care.
There's gonna be a
I
but
could buy it
it
on
has-
release,
but it has
It's not gonna.
No, but the gun has the initials of the character on the side of it. So
Didn't
you
really
can
play the
never-
first one.
You can't see
so
it.
it
ever.
doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
not,
but if
not
you get
connect to
the
the story,
the
don't care.
downloaded, you get the same beard, that John Marston
I don't really like playing guys. Probably only gonna stick with the multiplayer.
No, it's John Marston.
Don't care about John Marston.
Yeah.
Nope. Just want to ride a horse.
Well, if you
Western Adventure.
if you pre-order it, you get a horse that has John Marston tattooed on its butt. John Marston.
I don't really care about all that. But we have the list of features here. You want to read that, David?
Okay.
We have number 1, which is my favorite.
Okay. Miles Tells Prower is a fictional character in Sega's
No,
Sonic the
that's what
Hedgehog series.
That's what you were talking about earlier.
And the title characters.
No, the next
That
next
was-
thing. We're
that
talking
was
about
the-
Red
that was
Dead
the-
Redemption.
oh,
That was
right.
the last thing that we were
Oh.
talking about.
Sorry.
But now I know where you got all the information from.
Oh yeah. So
wasn't
Red
your,
Dead.
wasn't your brain.
Red Dead, rocket hot game. Everyone's excited about it, including Bunny.
All right. Well, we used to
It
play
is-
when we were children, back in our college days.
I was in college when I was in high school when the first one came out, which was
Yeah, but the first
Well,
one
I never
sucked.
played the
Which
first one.
You know what was
Which was-
better? You ever played Gun?
Red Dead Revolver. Yes.
Yeah, Gun was way better.
That
Gun
was
is what Red Dead Redemption is now.
also came
So
out-
what happened to that series? Because they
And
just
you know what?
disappeared, and Red Dead was
It
like,
had-
oh,
it-
well, it's just not here anymore. I guess we'll just do exactly what they did.
It had some good voice. It was pretty much that's what
It was amazing. yeah, that's exactly what
But
happened.
now if you play it now, you're like, okay, Red Dead Redemption is a little better.
Well, of course, because they had like 8 years to like make that game again.
Gun was a really fun game for its time.
Yeah, you could like blow people's heads off.
Yeah. Oh, it had a good cast too.
You had to hunt the white wolf and the bear.
It had Hellboy in it. It had Ron Perlman.
Ron Perlman. Dang.
It had some other people too. Pretty notable. Good voice acting.
Yeah, it
Anyways,
was way better than
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Revolver.
Rockstar Games, they've gotten all their studios together to make a game that's so open world. They're trying to set the standard for what an open world game should be. None of this collectathon stuff.
You could even
You
like
know,
pinch out a blade of grass if you want to, just blow it in the wind.
I mean,
so open world.
maybe they didn't announce that feature.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can though.
Well,
mean,
guys,
we'll
I think
check.
the first
My
the first
hopes
feature
are up. My hopes are up there.
the first feature is realistic gun licking. So now you can actually
Every time you shoot
Yeah.
somebody, you can lick your gun.
Well, back in the day, they didn't have the anti-rust measures that we have. I mean, it was just a lot dirtier back then and a lot more moist. So rust was a big common problem.
Well,
Yeah, yeah.
we've always got like this. We had the spit feature in the last game, but like now you can really get in there and start licking those chambers.
Now, some people just, clean their gun with a rag and, some oils and stuff. The oils is what really
yeah,
keeps
but
the
that's
rust
what
away.
we know now. But back then, they didn't know that.
But the saliva technology they put into this is just amazing. Your saliva meter.
Okay. Well, some of these features
Which
are
has
going to
to-
be more popular with adults and children. And some of the features, like the one
We just talked are only going to be popular with money, but that's okay. I know what I like.
they're making a game for everyone.
That's true.
And
Read off some more of those features. So we got
Yeah,
the saliva. That's
yeah.
that's a hot one that I was interested in.
yeah, Brian, you want to take the first one? I
yeah.
feel like I did so much talking with Spider-Man and really hit the nail on the head with all those.
You have.
So,
Well-
I think the rest of you should pull your weight a little bit.
Yeah, well, they had recently had a scatologist come in and really dial in all of the animal poop. So you're really good at tracking animals these days. It's a big feature in there. I mean, rabbit poop really looks like rabbit poop. Deer poop really looks like deer poop, and bear poop is enormous.
Now, are they keeping it in from the last game where when you eat the scat, it actually it boosts different stats?
Oh yeah, of course, it's gonna boost your dead eye a little bit. Lock you in, it makes you shoot a little bit better.
It also boosts your pink eye if you somehow don't
Get
wash
it
your
in-
hands.
if you get it in your eye.
I mean,
That's pretty much the main cause
I
of
mean,
pink eye.
when you play a Red Dead game, of course they want to take out the chores of a video game. You don't want to have to refill your horse up with
but you're
fuel.
gonna have to refill your
Yeah.
pink eye medicine.
You're gonna have to chow down on some cow pies after every gunshot.
I don't
you
know.
make.
Is that a weird thing?
Did cowboys really eat cow pies? I think that's just video game logic.
No,
Right?
no, no.
But you just come to just expect it ever since the first cowboy game, Bang Bang Shoot for dogs.
So you're saying that the first cowboy game was for MS-DOS and not for ColecoVision, Atari?
No.
I mean,
It's just
I'll have to check.
Look at the history book.
I'll have to
Cowboys
check.
didn't
It was
Cowboys
a square,
didn't come
it was a
out.
square with a cowboy hat and a gun.
Cowboys didn't exist until DOS.
Okay.
Pretty sure. Well,
Well, keep in mind that DOS is an operating system.
You know what's funny is I feel like there's someone watching this who's gonna be like, like, oh, let me write that down. Because like so old, like, you know, like DOS, and like you can't even, no one knows what the year that DOS came out in anymore, because
I mean, I don't know what the year of most operating systems came out in.
yeah, it used to be common knowledge.
I don't know what's going on at all.
So the there's another feature on there. This is you can actually ride everything in the game. So if you can mount on a horse, and that's fine, but you can also mount it sideways. You can just ride a little side saddle.
Oh.
You can ride it backwards.
Their customization with how you ride something, like if you want to put a saddle on a log and make it a side saddle, you can. You can do it because the saddle is actually independent. Like I was reading about the technology behind it, and like you actually have to strap around the log, like or whatever you want. If it's a horse, if it's a cow,
or the
doesn't
lady
matter.
is like the rancher's wife. You can strap it on her if you wanted to. And actually, the humans are a lot faster than the logs.
Now
They can't.
Yeah, totally.
They can't really. You know, this is a lot of controversial stuff because you know they start putting children in the game. They never had children in the game before.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
And then, but you
They
know
want it
what?
to be accurate.
The user is the one that's
Well, they
creating
have-
the terrible stuff.
They had one
They wanted
child.
to be accurate, but, you know.
They are just making a sandbox.
They used to ride children back in the day.
Yeah,
they,
yeah.
They were the sturdiest mounts that you could get.
They're just there. It's up to the human to be terrible.
Well, I'm really looking forward to when the DLC. They've already announced that Aunt May is coming to the DLC. Aunt May is coming to the DLC, and
Woo!
riding Aunt May is going to be great.
My new biography. Riding a man.
I can't not laugh. I can't believe any of the stuff I'm saying.
Yeah, you got to make it a little more believable.
Yeah,
So-
but seriously, you download content, you'll get a gun.
Speaking of Aunt May,
You'll get a gun.
although she is not gonna be in Red Dead
You
Redemption
don't know
2,
that though.
They
Wait, no,
do
they
have-
just they announced her. She's coming out.
I don't know.
Granted,
about
I
that.
don't know if
I'm
you can
coming
actually write her. I just assumed.
You haven't even played the first game.
I just assumed that the picture of her was her as a horse. So I assume you're gonna be able to ride her.
Now,
Oh.
it's a misconception because it's
Aunt May is
Rockstar
not a
released an
horse.
article. It said that Aunt May is not Aunt May from Spider-Man. That just happens to be the name of a cow.
Of the horse or the cow?
It was a cow.
Wait, what?
You just said yourself it wasn't. She wasn't a horse.
Well, I know.
What? Wait.
Yes, they have a feature where you can open mouth kiss a cow named Aunt May.
That's what I thought you were saying. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh!
but does
I
it boost
didn't.
your
I didn't
stats?
know.
Now, if that cow eats a peach pit and has its mouth a little cut, it's
That's
going
a-
to get Red Dead powers.
But that's a
It's
little
gonna get
Easter egg.
Deadeye.
That's a little Easter egg. You know, it's a little
It's
respect.
a little-
Guys,
It's a
I think
little
I
respect
think
from
I've
like
always.
Spider-Man to Red Dead.
They're
you
like,
know?
hey, you got a Rocket Hot game? We got a
We
Rocket
got a
Hot
Rocket Hot
game.
game.
We're going to do this.
It's a rocket hot game.
So,
rock that.
can you just come up with your own catchphrase? This is kind of our thing. But I'm kind of...
Wing a ding a doo.
I
I'm gonna stick with the wing a ding a doo.
You can come up with something better.
Guys, I just realized that I've always thought that cows were horses. Now moving on, what you talk about kissing animals on the lips.
No.
with that new saliva engine they've been running.
Open mouth. Lips are a little hard to render.
Oh.
There's a little, they got the polygons right, but they don't have the physics down.
All
There's
right.
a
That's
lot-
why.
that
That's
makes
why a
sense.
lot
There's a
of
lot of tongue action.
open mouth kisses.
You don't want a lot of clipping with the polygons.
Yeah, but they spent like 2 days trying to get that saliva drip in between the people's mouths and the animals, so it looks good. It looks realistic.
So I know like the for Red Dead Redemption is all about like giving old time shaves to cowboys. That's the main. But I hear that you're gonna actually be.
That's how you kill people. So if you mess up a shave,
This is
they
the first.
die.
This is the first time where you're not just giving them out for free. You actually get to set up a shop.
What?
But it's the Wild West, so you got to take over a shop. You got to come in there, and you don't have any guns. This
Well,
time.
you have to offer them a shave, and then you know what happens once they get in the shaving booth.
It's all about honor in this new game.
Oh.
You can either the honorable way is give him the best shave of his life. And he's like, you're way better than me. Have my store, or you go in. If you don't know the video, the audio people at home, I'm making
squeeze some stuff
Yeah.
over your shoulder.
And you got to make sure if you steal a barbershop that's over a pie shop, because then you can do this whole Sweeney
The
Todd thing.
demon bubble fleets. This is a musical game.
Yeah,
which is fun.
it's sort of like a Dance Dance Revolution.
But it's all about honor. So like you can sing the musical, or you can set up a musical and then not show up and just take everyone's money. So it's all about honor.
So
like
the-
and most people aren't going to want to play basically a rock band version of Red Dead.
Yeah, but you
so
can
they're just going to
if you wanted to.
I mean, some people are going to be dedicated to get that trophy. to
Yeah.
get that platinum.
Of course.
But most of them are just
Right,
going
right.
to take the money, run, and go shave some more people.
There is an
That's all
achievement
about.
for doing that, but no one seems excited to unlock the Johnny Depp skin for.
I mean, it's the same like that other thing, the infamous achievement where you have to jump rope 1,000 times and then you get an achievement. That's just like
It's just for goal hunters,
No,
you know. It's
we-
for trophy hunters.
we know
which-
eventually you unlock guns in the game, but it's not until the late game is what they've been saying. Like because you obviously get to lube up your gun with your saliva. And
But that's the end game.
And
End
there,
game.
yeah, and there's also if you pre-order, I think there was the grandma pea shooter weapon, which shoots pies, fresh hot pies.
But why is it called a pea shooter then?
I don't know. I didn't make the
sounds like
game.
you're just making most of the stuff up, but
Oh, is that how we're gonna do it? All right. What do you got to say?
Yeah, what do you have to say?
so they haven't announced it for PC yet. But I hear they're going to implement VR into the game.
No, that's a lie. Because
I have the article right here on this phone.
and I have a newspaper right here that says look out, you Sega Genesis podcast.
No, it's a
David Michael Bennett is a big old liar.
it's a great feature. You can spend hours just petting Aunt May, just getting that coat nice and shiny.
And now, just for the listeners out there, if you haven't remembered, Aunt
Aunt May's
May
a cow.
synonymous with
Cinnamon is.
You're not.
Don't laugh, you're making me laugh. I did not make the word. I'm just pronouncing it correctly.
Yes, continue.
Aunt May is synonymous with cinnamon-ist. Don't make fun of me.
Yes.
Oh,
cinnamon.
I see how it is. Don't make fun of me.
Oh, he's got a speech impediment.
No, that's how you pronounce
Synonymous?
it. No. The word is derived from cinnamon.
Synonymous. You mean synonymous.
No, cinnamon.
You mean.
And then you add.
Synonymous.
Are we a podcast about vocabulary or are we not?
You were talking about grammar. And this grammar's name is Mary Jane. I mean,
At any
Aunt
rate,
May.
yeah. Okay, whatever. We'll agree to disagree. Synonymous with with Spider-Man, but
Right.
It's a cow.
it's a cow. It's a cow.
So you're not petting Aunt May.
We got to talk about the hot topic though. The rocket hot topic of
Yeah,
ray
that's-
tracing.
The ray tracing.
Ray tracing on these new graphics cards.
You can trace
RTX.
so many rays from Star Wars: The Force Awakens
They say that's
and
going to.
on the palette in the art shop.
They say it's going to be in all these games. I hear the Red Dead 2. It's going to have it from the play when it comes out to PC.
And it's like we said, like Disney owns everything, so they're gonna put Star Wars. People
Of
don't
course.
like Star Wars as much, so it's gonna be in Red Dead.
Well, Chewbacca's a download character.
You're gonna look up in the sky, and there's gonna be TIE fighters.
Max Rebo is part of the musical, so
Yeah.
And I think some people will be like, it's not really accurate to the times, but
I mean, a long time ago,
in a galaxy far, far away, there could have been
Cowboys. You know, that's the thing.
There probably wasn't, but there could have been.
Could have been.
And where they, and Star Wars
It's a spaghetti western.
It's not nonfiction. It is a work of fiction, but it's just depicting what if.
What do you mean? It's a historical document.
If-
a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away?
There wouldn't be humans though.
There would be too.
They would look a
in
little
a galaxy
different.
far, far away.
Guys, I think these are all good points, but I think we have an answer to our solution because our next guest is John Marston from Red Dead Redemption.
John Martian.
Yeah.
So it's not actually the title character.
Look, I got John Marston on this podcast.
Okay.
Do you want him or not? He's standing outside your door.
Do you need to go to the bathroom again, or
Do you want to go to the bathroom? I mean,
I'll
I can
do you
I
one
can go to
better.
the- I can go to
I've
the
got
bathroom.
John Merston's son.
Okay, which one of us is going to the bathroom?
I'll pee for all of us.
All right, go ahead.
Bye.
See you later.
Mr. John Marston, is that you?
Well, hello.
There you are.
Wow, he's just like the game.
No, I was never in no game, but
You look so different. Your jaw's a lot less chiseled than I
Uh-huh.
remember in the game.
no. Well, I wasn't in the game.
You're a lot shorter than you are in the game.
Well, that game wasn't based on me, as I was trying to say.
Hey, did you really die in the game, or is that just part of the game?
No, that was actually my cousin,
Is you
John Marston.
Is you
No,
is
wait.
you John Marsh?
So he's your cousin, but you have a slightly different name?
That's how the world works. I can't help it.
Wait. So you're not the guy from Red Dead Redemption?
I wasn't in the game.
Why did we get you then?
I'm
do you-
I'm related to John Marston, but as you can tell,
But your name is John Marston.
Oh gosh.
yeah,
You-
I'm
Because-
still here though.
Because
so
the
if you
cowboy
wanna-
days were so long ago that everyone's probably dead. That was okay.
But
so you're
I
you're
am
a great
I-
ancestor.
I'm no.
You're a
John
real-
Marston is an ancestor of me.
All right. So
Wait
you're
a second.
you're John Marston. Marshington? Marston?
You said my name first correctly when you introduced me.
Okay.
Okay.
So when you were in the game,
I wasn't.
it's you.
All right. So John Pee Pants, Poop Time Supreme, which I'm pretty sure was what I
Are you
called
making fun of me? Because we have this thing back in the Old West, which I'm not from, by the way,
But you're
Which you're
familiar
aware
with.
of?
called a duel.
So
And we'll take 2 pistols and we'll shoot it
Hey,
out.
when you were in
So how
the
much money
game-
does Rockstar give you for telling your ancestor's story? Oh, nothing? Oh, that's why you're on this crappy podcast? Okay, well then settle
You
down.
have
Settle
offended
down.
me. I'm going to put the revolvers on the table right now.
Well, all right.
There's one.
Well, I've got a question now.
There's 2.
When we duel,
And
is
there's
it-
3. Mine's bigger.
I'll take 1,
And I'll take 2.
and well, you got to give 1 to your friend over here.
Oh, okay. I get a part of this as well.
All right, you can have my Glock.
Oh, thank you.
And now
Ch-
it's a different
Now I-
time.
no,
it's
we
a different
just-
time, and people don't really respect firearms anymore. So we're gonna put them away.
All right. Can I have my gun back?
I don't know. I kind of like this guy.
And we're
With so
gonna-
much power.
We're gonna.
It's a squirt gun. I'm not.
Ah, so much power.
No, I'm wet.
Stay.
Yeah.
Mama said not to get her coveralls all wet.
Oh gosh, now Gremlin's gonna pop out of him.
No.
Hey,
Yes.
you remember?
Yeah, they are. I saw the movie Gremlins 3. John Marston's.
Hey, you remember
Gets
in
wet
the
and he-
movie Gremlins? Was the store owner always there, or was that just did it just appear for that day?
I don't think that's the point of the movie. But I don't know. I didn't work on it or nothing. I don't have insider tips that you don't.
Yeah, but the pool at the end was that part
All
of
right.
the community?
Now I was told that you're a singing cowboy for hire.
Well,
so
who said that?
that was your agent.
Well, I've been having trouble getting some work, so I guess I've been
Sing
trying
us
to branch
sing
out.
us an
Oh.
old Yeller song
We
from
would
the
love
from the
that.
old times.
You know, something from the
Western.
game.
from
Something
the
from the
movie
game.
from the movie Old Yeller.
Yeah.
Yeah, was there a song in
Yeah.
that?
I don't
Of
think they
course.
had any music in that
Oh,
one.
it's just like a cowboy song, something to really
know.
like wet the whistle, as
Something
as they
like
say.
some of the village people would sing. Just a
Yeah.
old classic Western.
I'm
song.
getting some mixed signals of what you want me to sing.
Just
but,
sing any-
I'll
you
sing
know,
something from the heart.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd
yeah.
be great. That'd
a
be
lot
great.
of cowboy songs, and I've never sung before in my whole entire life. I'm not
Oh.
even sure how my vocal cords work.
Oh.
Okay,
But a lot of cowboys, which I'd say I am because I got an accent of some sort.
It's true.
But you know what? That's pretty offensive to people who actually are around. And-
I would agree. I don't want to say anything.
Nowadays,
I was going
but,
to say something earlier, but
but for the point of
I'm
this,
offended.
But for right now, it's okay because we're in
can I
safe
ask?
company and we're
Can I
talking
ask
about cowboys.
that you put on some pants first? The nudity is a little bit distracting.
Well, cowboys, they wear chaps a lot, and sometimes.
Well, you've already
you
stated
don't
that
even
you're
have
not
your
a
chaps
cowboy.
on, so that's not
you're not.
helping.
You're not a cowboy. You
I
said as
thought-
much.
I thought I should take them off when you got me wet with the squirt gun, so I'm just trying to hang them out to dry.
All right. Well,
And it's
well,
not like there's video here, so.
All right, let's hear it. And away we go. Play that music.
All right, so I'll preface this with a little bit of talking. Okay, so cowboys, real lonesome hearts. They think about their mamas and the lady folk and the children and their dogs, and they wanna sing from the heart, and they all have a song in their hearts, and they just want to be able to express it in such a way that makes the moonshine not seem so lonely at the night. So that's actually where music came from. Music was actually invented by cowboys. Before that, it was just unstructured, And I think that that's exactly what we're trying to accomplish today with me singing from my heart souls.
moving on.
Oh, that was a great song. That was a great song. We really enjoyed.
I wish more cowboys were alive so I could hear more stories and songs.
Well, I'm back from the bathroom. It seemed like what the cowboy that came in was
What
crying
cowboy?
on his way out.
What
Did you put
cowboy?
some pants on finally? Or was he crying with no pants?
Guys, There was no cowboy.
That doesn't make sense because we both acknowledged it. So you're saying that you're the crazy one? You're trying to make it seem like we're the crazy
Wait a
ones?
second.
But
Pretty
you're the only
sure.
one that you're the only one that didn't
Guys,
see him.
it was all a part of imagination, apparently. Because
think it's the other- I
I
think it's
don't
the other
see
way
any
around.
cowboy. I never saw a cowboy. It was all,
well, then who
All
are you
that makes-
talking to?
It sounds like you have dementia. That's what it sounds like.
Wait a second.
it was all in your guys'
Yeah,
head.
the whole
you had
story.
you had a shared delusion.
You were there, and you were there, and you were there.
Shared delusion.
You know, we have a lot of fun here on this podcast.
Not today, but most of the time
Most
we
of the time.
do.
Today's not one of those days, but
We had more guests than usual.
I think we have a third one. But I'll let you introduce.
Of course.
Well, hey, you know
if
what?
we're ready for
I'm
that.
just looking out for you.
Yeah.
I know your bladder gets real full.
Uh huh.
You don't want the backup in your kidneys.
Oh, you're right.
I know you got them kidney flaps
I
that don't work
should-
too well.
I should probably go to the bathroom.
Yeah, so I'm just looking out for you, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
So we're gonna segue into our next article.
This is everyone's favorite part of the show. This is where we explain how something works.
All right. So
And we got the premier person to explain their field of work to everyone. It's going to be real interesting.
Oh, good evening.
hello, Taggart Burbington.
That's Frederick Douglass. You don't. You've mispronounced my name.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
You have it upside down. Oh, there we go. Easy mistake. Frederick Douglass, hello.
It's good to be on this podcast and in this time and era.
Now, Frederick Douglass,
Oh, yes.
is it true that you are dead and it's been a long time since your death and you have no idea what a podcast is and you're very scared of the future?
I am slightly terrified, and if I'm being completely honest with you, as all the people in the past were, I've soiled myself.
Frederick Douglass.
Yes.
It's an honor.
Well, I wish I could say the same, but I don't know who you are.
Now, for the rest of us,
Hold on. Let me introduce myself to Mr. Frederick Douglass.
All right, okay.
I'm Isabella. Oh, you really peed your pants there.
I'm sorry, I'm going right now.
Um,
Every word you say is like nails to my soul. You are terrifying beings.
Now, as we're talking to you right now, I'm slowly realizing that there's no way that you are Frederick Douglass of American history.
No, I am. If I wasn't Frederick Douglass, why would I have this beard?
It would just be really insulting of us to take a historical figure and be insulting like this.
Oh, well, if I
And-
wasn't Frederick Douglass, why would I have this afro with a pot in it?
That's pretty convincing.
If I wasn't Frederick Douglass, why would I be drinking this coffee that's not mine?
I guess you wouldn't. I guess you would be. Wait, does that imply that Frederick Douglass drank other people's coffees?
I mean, have you ever read a history book? Do you
No.
know one thing about Frederick Douglass that you can mention right now?
You know what? I do.
Oh, do
he
you?
had an afro with a part down the
Hey,
middle.
wait a second. That's
and he peed his pants.
No, he didn't.
Oh,
I soiled my pants.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Big
he was
difference.
working. A lot of people back then had gardens. They got soil on their pants.
I just want to say
Boy, I'm cleaning up every little thing.
There you go.
it's an honor. It's an honor. When we found you outside that donut shop.
No, we didn't. Back in the day, people liked donuts, and he was actually just helping someone cross the street.
Well,
Ooh, okay, we got past that one.
well, this has been. I want to say it's been a pleasure, but it hasn't.
No, you didn't. Actually, you love everyone. Frederick Douglass was an American hero.
Yeah, an American hero who wasn't too kind for fond of podcasts. It's historically accurate.
No, because you.
I believe if you had read the history books, you would know.
Wait a minute. That afro comes right off. Look, it's none other than the ghost of the Disco King.
Oh man, how'd y'all know?
Why are you trying to pretend to be Frederick Douglass, Disco King?
Because he's an American hero, and I love American heroes.
So I know what Frederick Douglass did, but could you explain for everyone else out there? Frederick
Ooh.
Douglass, American hero.
Yes.
Go.
Are you sure you don't want to pull up Wikipedia like you did for Miles Tails Morales?
No, everyone could do that, but these people are on their way to work. They want to be here. They want to hear the information.
I mean, do you really want me to break it down? Because I can break down Frederick Douglass in a couple ways. He really is an American hero. He was born a slave. He was raised learned how to read from a white slave owner, then went back into slavery, bought himself for freedom. It went on to. We can. It's very.
I saw the Drunk History episode with Frederick Douglass.
Did you? Was it good?
And that's all you need to know.
Well,
No.
Disco King. So since we have you,
Yes.
can you tell us what's happening in the 70s? I assume that ghosts are like time travelers or something.
They exist.
Are
They
the-
exist throughout time.
Are the 70s still going strong?
They're still amazing. People doing things that they don't really know, and consequences don't mean anything because it's the 70s. But in the 80s, everyone learns all the terrible things that they've
Well,
done.
we were there. We still have people alive from that generation, so we know what happened. So we don't really.
Are
need
the
to-
Bee Gees still a thing?
No,
The Bee Gees.
there's only one of them left, and
No, but in the 70s.
Oh, the Bee Gees are forever in the 70s. Forever.
oh, you know what? Oh, Brian's coming back. I think
Hey,
we'd really
no.
like to have a conversation with each other.
No, I'd like to sit
No,
here.
I think you really like.
Hey, can you get out of my chair? No, I would like to sit here alone. Hey, this is my chair, man. I just got up from the
Guys,
bathroom.
can we just both of you harmonize?
Can you?
See-
Should we see? When the night has come, in dooby doo.
You don't know the lyrics?
Oh, and the land will die. No, it's in the 70s. We didn't
All
have
right,
that song.
ladies
It
and
was
gentlemen,
not
Brian
popular.
Barberin.
It was not
We're
popular.
gonna stick with Disco King for the rest.
Hey, man, come on. I just want to hang out here just for my car.
All right.
I'll see you later, buddy. Jerk.
I mean, you
I
can.
hope that guy never comes back.
It doesn't matter who we have on the podcast.
All right.
It's called the Bennettarium. So
Yes.
as long as there's a Bennett on it.
No, right.
Can we just talk about how terrible our name is?
Your name or mine?
We don't all share the same name.
The Bennettarium. Like, who came up with that?
You and I.
Oh, well, it's terrible. Like, it doesn't have the same. It's not as catchy as like other podcasts. Like
Too bad.
It
is what it is now.
Radio Lab and
Like the Joe Rogan experience.
Yeah. So we basically need a simpler
He's
name.
like the David Bennett experience.
Brian and his friend.
Brian Barberin, and he's not on the podcast anymore, but he come hang out.
All right.
And
Well, I
friends.
think it's time for a disco moment. So take it away, Disco King.
I said, oh,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
disco moment in the
Yeah,
body down,
disco.
and you take off your pants when you roll. And
So why is today's theme taking off pants? I mean, it only happened twice, but that's more than enough for me to call attention to it.
well, it's because we're sitting at a table and I can't see really what's going on over there, and I don't really
I'm not
know.
wearing pants. I'm wearing a dress. So I mean, it's kind
And
of
you've
applicable.
seen me get up, so you're the only one that could technically have taken their pants off already.
Do you want to take the chance of seeing if I
And
have my
also-
pants on or not?
When have you ever owned a pair of pants?
And also, when did Brian come
whoa,
back in?
Whoa, hold on here. There's a lot of questions. Hey, hold on here. Hold on. Number one, technically I am wearing pants. I just cut them into shorts.
All we want to know is, are you excited about the new hot technology of tracing rays?
It's
Oh, when
ro-
it's red, it's rocking.
it's rocking hot.
It's rocket.
Guys, every time I look over to David, it's just like.
So
Okay,
to answer your question,
we're just trying to.
Yes.
Everyone gets a harass moment trying to like. But I don't think David's gotten enough.
Okay, go
I don't
ahead.
think David's
Fine, go
gotten
ahead.
drilled enough to
I'm
try to.
prepared.
It's an experiment. It's all an experiment.
I don't like experiments.
Yeah.
There's humor in making stuff up. There's also humor in shutting someone down immediately.
That's like the first rule of improv: is that there is no
Shutting
shutting people
down?
down. You just have to
but
go
it's-
with it.
But it's so much funny to do it at that moment. You just can't go anywhere from there.
Well, it's sparingly.
All right.
I might have
well,
used it a little too much today.
you know, here's the thing: is like
I'll have to work on it.
Any rule of improv is just for people who can't improv.
David,
you know?
can you just stop smearing yourself in mayonnaise and put back on your shirt? See, like you can't.
But you're
not supposed to know.
I don't
smells
think I did
disgusting.
anything like
You're not
that.
supposed to
You're
deny
doing
it.
it right now. I can hear it.
But no, you did it.
We can hear you doing it.
He's laughing.
I
and-
wasn't
and
creating
he's-
things for you. I was just saying what you said and was
Oh,
like,
don't stand so close. Oh, you smell like mayonnaise. It's gonna make me vomit.
All right.
So what's next what's next on the agenda?
We're gonna rename our podcast to something cooler.
So we could rename it, but wouldn't that confuse people?
Doesn't matter. New,
not-
new. It's a new time. Bennettarium's dead.
So what should we call it then?
we should call it like Batman.
And friends?
Like I just renewed the web address, so so we could at least wait till next year.
Well, guess we got.
Otherwise, that's $12 down the drain.
darn.
A whole year of Bennettarium? I don't know if I could deal with
Well, I
that.
just feel like we need like a stronger theme, or maybe a looser theme, a less strong theme.
it's gotta be tighter or looser. One of the two, but not in between. Not in a comfortable in between.
Like something catchy,
so only drastic. It's got to be one or the other.
like jazz snaps or something. You know?
Oh.
Can we call it jazz snaps?
Do we want our names in the podcast?
No, that's stupid.
There's a lot of podcasts with names in them.
Really? Like who?
Joe Rogan,
We could. So what are we?
Mark Maron.
We're three performers.
Steam Power Drafts podcast?
Yeah, the Steam Power Draft name is. I don't know if we want to sully.
Oh.
It's. I mean, we already mentioned it in the song.
What if we're like, okay, what if we take a last name, and then like people get stuff like you go to a stadium,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like maybe we go to the atrium.
you go to a,
I love the atrium.
or even
So
better like
Bennett's-
or a terrarium.
a terrarium. Oh, that's something that everyone can have in their
Oh,
homes.
like Bennettarium.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Great.
that's an amazing name.
Well, all right. Well, if you can lock it in, lock it in.
Okay,
Alright.
you won't believe this, but I just paid the $12 a few weeks ago for that web address.
Hey, high five, everyone. We don't actually have to because it's a
I'll make the
podcast.
sound
No,
effects.
no one will know.
No one will know.
No one will. I mean,
No
they
one-
will.
No one will know that we.
How
didn't
about another one over
actually-
here? How about one more?
I
Ow!
don't want to touch their hands.
And now I'm gonna do a backflip.
Whoa! Hey, can you do that on stage next time?
And can you stop smearing mayonnaise?
I can't even do what you did.
That's because.
There we go.
I think David's a bully. What?
Wow, I can't believe you.
He won't let us say that he's covered in mayonnaise.
But okay, let's rewind the podcast.
Okay.
Did I interject anything and force you all to have something?
Oh yeah, you forced me to. You forced me to do like 3 or 4 things.
Yeah, but
That's for the whole podcast.
Yeah, but can you think?
Why don't we make a rule that
Okay.
we won't talk about mayonnaise, but
Ugh.
So
in exchange,
how do we not force things onto people then?
just you have to be
Well, you don't look at them and force them to say things while you're saying things with your mouth. That's how you stop that.
So a lot of the coming up with video game stuff is forcing us to talk about something. But
Whoa.
when it's like, oh, and look, Bryan got back from the bathroom.
Oh yeah, or like David, you really need to go to the bathroom right now because we got a new character coming on right now. It just
I
came
guess-
in.
I guess I
who
have
is that
to.
character that you just?
I
who's
can't
just
deny.
coming in?
We've only had
He's
three- we
He's
only had
coming in
three
right now.
guests.
Oh, it's a really famous guest that everybody knows and everyone knows the voice of, and hopefully that voice won't be different.
I am not a crook.
He's not famous.
all right, Winston Churchill. Here we go.
Look, we don't. Froggo Leghorn isn't a real person. Number one.
Oh, it's me. Oh, hey, Tom Cruise, how's it going?
Oh, Whoopi Goldberg. All right. She's making a comeback. She's in a Tyler Perry movie instead of Tyler Perry. It's her. It's much better.
Okay, that's all I got.
All right, so
Oh,
okay.
you're back from the bathroom. Good to see
So,
you, David.
can we even it out?
Michael
So,
Bennett.
we said that you were spreading yourself in mayonnaise. So now give Bryan and me something that force.
Just try not to be racist. So,
I already did,
yeah, go ahead.
So Bryan.
Oh my gosh, really, David? Really? White cis male?
And also, don't do
You
anything.
monster!
Don't do anything transphobic or homophobic. 'cause
Yeah.
Okay, Bunny.
Oh
my gosh.
Come on.
This is the modern
Come
era. The
on.
modern era.
It's 2018, David Michael Bennett. It's 2018
For how much longer?
for at least a month. Then it'll be 2019.
All right,
you can
here
say whatever you
I'll
want.
even it out. Yeah, we forced that mayonnaise on you. And
And now I'm just gonna force just a little bit more mayonnaise out of the spoon into your mouth. Come on, open up.
I don't want it.
Open up.
You
now.
can't make
Come
me.
on, egg whites are good for you.
I'll sue.
No, you eat it up. I'm gonna rub your stomach. Now you eat it up.
Brian, you need to stop wearing that pirate hat and holding a big bowl of mac and cheese.
I'll do no such thing. I will do no such thing.
I'd rather be in his position than
Then
in
rubbing
mine.
mayonnaise on yourself?
I just can't do
Well,
it.
look,
Look at Brian. He's just
You're
such a great
rubbing
guy.
mayonnaise on yourself. It's not, I brought
But
the hat
we're
and macaroni.
siblings. We're siblings, so we can be terrible to each other. But
Yeah.
Brian's our
For
friend.
how long?
For at least another month.
All right, and then someone give me something, but make it good.
Oh,
Make it,
bu-
make it
I
funny.
think Bunny's untouchable. There's nothing we can say.
You could say like wipe the boogers off your upper lip.
oh, wipe those boogers off your upper lip. I got her.
See, but so here's the thing.
Got
This is what
her.
I would do. Sorry, guys. I just afternoon snack. See, like I could just go with it.
How embarrassing.
Whoa.
I have no shame. I have no shame. You
I
could-
don't feel comfortable.
yeah.
Don't talk so close to me. You'll spit your boogers on my face.
I guess
That kind of sounded like Gigi's voice.
I mean,
I only know a couple voices.
That's what Gigi does. That's what she just she's eating the boogers all day.
have you seen anyone catching up on the new season of Always Sunny?
No, but I'm still watching the second
no,
season.
because it's not on Netflix anymore. Is it?
It's
Is
on
it?
Hulu.
Oh, I don't want to watch Hulu. I've been catching up on the new season of Star Trek: The Next Generation, season 2, season 2, and
So
Star Trek is a really. Have you seen Star
1988?
Trek? It's really good.
It's amazing.
What? Yes, we grew up on Generation.
Yeah.
No, because Worf's like, "Ah!"
And then Captain Picard is make it so. And then number 2 is all like, because like number 2 is like.
Jonathan Frakes. He's just like the smarmiest.
I met him at a convention.
Yeah.
Well, I saw him at
Did
a
he go,
convention.
"Ah"?
No, I didn't actually meet him. I just saw him across the room. I'm like, oh, cool.
My favorite story of my life is
pretty good.
my friend Russell thought
pretty good story.
He thought he met he thought he met Worf like at a Comic-Con convention, like his whole life. He thought this, and then he saw a picture of it recently, and it's just like the worst Worf cosplay. It's just so terrible person. But like it's like it's so bad.
So like
But
no
it's-
blending in the makeup or
No,
anything?
it's like the makeup's running. Like he looks like he's out of breath, like in the picture. He's like, oh God. But his whole life, he's like, I met Lieutenant Worf. I met Michael Dorn. It was really just some guy in like a tinfoil. He had like tinfoil shoulder pads, and it's very funny.
He seems like he'd be a cool guy to me.
Michael Dorn.
Yeah.
I'll just be like, can you do the scream that you do? And he screams with his like his teeth. His
He should
two
have.
front teeth.
He would make a good captain.
Yeah,
solo show.
he would.
Man, I hope he comes back in the new, or at least cameos.
Yeah.
I know he does a lot of the video game voices and stuff.
Really?
Yeah. He comes back to
That's
do
cool,
a lot
man.
of
I like Michael Dorn.
the Klingon stuff.
Well,
That was an interesting podcast. I think I'll work on the format a little more.
Yeah.
We completely missed the explaining a cool thing, and the viewers really tune in to.
to what? Explain something cool?
Yeah,
Like
so
what?
they want to know.
Well, we're
they
gonna
wanna-
ask
they
the-
wanna know
dis-
how an
wait,
engine
we
on
did.
on a Mustang fighter plane works, and
We
didn't get-
asked the Disco King, and he was.
none of this.
What do you know? He only knew stuff from the 70s.
Frederick Douglass was no help. And
That wasn't
He
Frederick
was
Douglass.
too.
Neither was.
That was an imposter.
Frederick Douglass was the most help, so you know.
I'm just saying that people turn this into this segment, that specific one, because they want to hear. Now I know how that works.
Oh.
And we didn't explain it.
And that second guess where you guys swore that there was a cowboy, but you were just sitting here going, just watching terrified.
So this is a callback to say that we both had a delusion that there was
Yes.
that you, even though you were talking to him as well.
Gosh.
So who were you talking to? No, you were talking to someone.
Okay, you know what? This isn't going anywhere.
I mean,
See? I can do it too. How does it feel?
All right, so everyone's going to need to chime in and say who's right. Not like in a specific instance, but just overall.
Okay.
Generally, who's
all
right?
right. Well, should we explain how something works? Or
I think
just at the end, just something quick.
we'd like to.
So yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I'd like to thank our guests.
Okay.
Thank you to Sonic.
Nope, he wasn't here.
Yes, he was.
Sonic was
Didn't
here.
you pay attention? He
Tails
changed his
changed his
name
name.
to continue the legacy.
No, it was
It was.
He
It was.
changed his name to Sonic.
It was thrown in there a couple times. I don't think you heard it.
Did you not listen?
Did you not hear it?
We introduced him as Miles Tells Broward.
You did, and then he corrected you like multiple times. I heard it from the bathroom.
You're not a very good interviewer. You weren't listening at all. You're just talking at. You're not listening.
So, and then there was the, I don't know,
Whose name's in the podcast? It's me. I am the Bennettarium. I made this.
No, but my name is Bryan David Michael Bennett. So, pretty sure
People
it's all
tune
me
in
now.
to listen to my voice.
do they? Or
Well, how can they
sometimes
tell?
mine, it sounds kind of similar to
Sometimes my voice sounds just like your voice.
Well, you
And
got me there.
Who's who?
Well, it's really confusing.
It is very
We should
confusing.
pan the voices so people know, like, oh, I'm on the left, you're on the right, but
I'm on the left because I'm David Michael Bennett.
and I'm on. I'm on the left because I'm David Michael Bennett.
Oh, look at me. It's me, David Michael Bennett.
You gotta do it.
I'm not gonna pan it.
Aw, you're supposed to do the voice.
Yeah, but who's talking? Who's talking right now? Who is it?
You won't know.
It's me, David Michael Bennett.
Me, David Michael
So
Bennett.
everyone, so just comment on the Patreon video, comment on the Engineer True site. Tell us who's right,
It's me.
and who is your favorite guest, and which one you want us to bring back more,
And who was better as David Michael Bennett?
and
or,
who was.
or if you'd rather us go back to boring podcast where we don't laugh at.
I think they
everything
want to
we
tune in and
say.
see Brian's pirate hat, holding a bowl of mac and cheese, my snotty nose,
And David covered in
David covered in mayonnaise.
Those were all things you came up with.
And you know, I did a great inventory of what I said, and I also know what you guys said too.
Okay, so what did I say?
All right, we had a great show.
We have to actually get up and I have to go stop it.
Well, back to the tub of mayonnaise.
Well, I
that
thought,
you've got
how long
running.
have we been going?
I don't know.
Has it
Probably
been about an hour?
But
I'll check.
about
check.
3
Yeah,
hours.
about,
I'm
you know.
gonna say 3 hours.
Yeah.
An hour and 8 minutes.
An hour and 8 minutes. That's great.
Whoa. So what does that mean?
So
Should we go for another hour?
So we're gonna play out.
I'd prefer to go for a little bit longer.
What? Are you serious?
We haven't brought out our fourth guest, Mayor McChee. Hey guys, I'm right here in the back. Sure, you guys don't want to get cheesy?
Is that his catchphrase?
I don't know.
No, we certainly don't, Mr. Mayor, sir.
All right, but can I sing this song with you?
All right,
Certainly
man,
not.
McChee.
No, get the hell out.
I'll see you at McDonald's.
No,
Hey, is that Richard
I ain't
Ingram?
ever coming. I ain't coming.
Hey, you guys see that, Mayor McCheese?
Are you gonna hold the microphone?
Oh. Disco Key.
It's a podcast from Steam Powered Drive. It's the Bennettarium. Oh, Mayor McCheese will see you at McDonald's on the Bennettarium. Oh boy, it's the Bennettarium.
Now, say what now? Na na ni, no.
You don't actually know the lyrics? Everyone knows lyrics.
No, I know all the lyrics of all the African.
But
songs
seriously,
that have
can
been
someone give me a
out.
tissue? In my mouth all the time.
This is David walking because he's covered in mayonnaise.
Give me some of that mac and cheese. But seriously, but stop, get out of that jar of mayonnaise.
Oh, don't touch the computer. You're gonna get mayonnaise on. Oh, gross. Oh, gross. Oh, gross. That's disgusting.